Warsaw. It may have been a political protest, but it came across like a death threat. Pictures of 6 Polish politicians were strung from a makeshift gallows in a public square in the southern city of Katowice. The politicians, all members of the European Parliament and of the opposition party, Civic Platform, had recently voted in favor of a resolution that could potentially lead to stripping Poland of voting rights in the European Union for violating the common values of the bloc, including the rule of law. The resolution was the latest instance in which the European Union has clashed with the increasingly authoritarian right-wing government in Poland, over such areas as immigration, judicial independence, press freedom, and even logging in a primeval forest. But the images of hanged politicians, and the implication that they were traitors to Poland, have raised haunting questions in this country, which suffered from fascism and communism in the 20th century and was the site of numerous atrocities, including the mass murder of Jews. Outraged by the demonstration, Antonio Tajani, the president of the European Parliament, called on Poland on Monday to defend the politicians' right to express their opinions independently, without threat, and to oppose those who spread hatred by exhibiting outrageous pictures of hanged politicians. The Polish government, which has often taken a hostile stance toward Brussels, insisted on Monday that opposition politicians were safe in Poland. Lawmakers from the governing Law and Justice Party appeared to recognize that the latest demonstration had gone too far. Deputy Prime Minister Piotr Gliński said the demonstration was unwise and did not serve Polish democracy well, while Prime Minister Beata Szydło called the demonstration an act of aggression and intolerance. However, at a news briefing, Ms. Szydło made clear her government's sharp disagreements with Brussels, sticking with her nationalist message that European officials should not interfere in Poland's affairs. "I will ask him to admonish those members of the European Parliament who insult and slander Poland during the debates," she said of Mr. Tajani, adding that Polish politicians can also feel offended and unsafe in Brussels. Justice Minister Zbigniew Ziobro, who also acts as the country's chief prosecutor, said in an interview with a private radio station that the demonstration was unacceptable, but he also blamed opposition parties for the escalation of tensions. "Action causes reaction," Mr. Ziobro said. The Office of the Regional Prosecutor for Katowice said it was looking into the demonstration and would determine shortly whether to begin an official investigation. The politicians whose images were hung from the gallows were Michael Boni, Danuta Hubner, Danuta Jezlowiecka, Barbara Kudryka, Julia Patera, and Rosa Thun. Their party, Civic Platform, is associated with the European People's Party, the largest political bloc in the European Parliament. In an interview with a private broadcaster, Ms. Patera said there was a double standard when it came to attacks on the opposition.